Great. 3 seconds left in the game. Bears failed to convert a fourth down. Bray had to come in because Nick Foles got hurt. Best of wishes to him. Hopefully that's a fast and speedy recovery. Whatever it is, it looked like a back problem. But the Vikings just won this game. And just when you think Bears games can't get any worse, they're just like, whoa, 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 whoa. Hold your horses. You haven't even seen next week's game. Because it keeps getting worse and 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 worse. Honestly, at this point, trade the whole offense. I would be happy if the Bears tomorrow just said, we've traded our whole offense. We've swapped offenses with the New York Jets. Honestly, I'd take Joe Flacco. I'd take Frank Gore. I'd take Denzel Mims. I'd take Rashad Perriman. I'd take offensive linemen like Mekhi Becton over this crappy. Do you know what it would have taken for the Bears to win this game? One offensive touchdown. Just one. If they could have scored one offensive touchdown, we would have won this game. And that's because Cordell Patterson runs back the kick to open up the second half. Great start to the second half. And the rest were field goals set up by good field position. I come on these post-game shows and talk about the same thing every single time. And you might be like, Noah, don't you get bored of it? I'm sick and tired of this. I don't like to sit here and talk about the same thing every single Bears game. But it's all that they give me to talk about. What am I going to talk about? They're not going to give me some 40-plus game. All we need to score was 20 points in this game. That's all we needed. I said it last post-game show, or it was 2 ago. If the Bears could just put together an offense to score 28 points a game, this team would be undefeated right now because they haven't let over 27 points all season. That's the most they've let up, and that was to the Falcons. That was the only time we've scored 30-plus points was in that crazy comeback. Offense is so bad. Like, I didn't think that it gets this bad in the NFL. Like, I sit here and just, what did I watch for the last 3 or 4 hours? When did the game start? It's 11:15. The game started at 8:15. What did I just watch for the last 3 hours? I think, like, what? I was terrible. Just awful offense. Like, Nick Foles throws 15 for 26. He throws 1 interception, 4.1 average, 106 yards, no touchdowns. Bray throws 1 for 5 for 18 yards. Cordell Patterson rushes. He's the leading rusher. 12 carries for 30 yards. He's not even a running back. We finally take Nagy off the play calling and put in Laser. At the beginning, I was excited. It looked good and everything, but I don't know if this is a play calling problem or just a total offensive execution on this team, because our defense did what they had to do to be able to win the game. Like, we had fumbles. We forced a fumble. We had turnovers. Just what the heck just happened? What did I just watch? Khalil Mack had an interception, for goodness sake. We have 2 turnovers. I think we give up 1 on a muff punt by Harris. I just want to give a shout out to the Chicago Bears defense because they get put through so much. They play so well. They shut down probably the best running back in the whole NFL right now just to lose the game every week in and week out. They've had to go up against Derrick Henry and Dalvin Cook. The last 2 weeks, they shut both of those guys down. Do absolutely nothing with the ball offensively. Absolutely nothing. Who did we lose to the week before that? Like, it's all just such a distant memory. As soon as these games finish, I just goes in one ear, out the other ear. It's gone. Like, there's nothing to remember about this game. It's pointless. The Bears played before. Oh, yeah, we played the Saints, which we lost in overtime. Another late comeback that we actually converted that time. I feel like every single game, we just decide to make a late game push to try to give us hope to win the game and then just ultimately fail. Bear down, Chicago Bears. Make every play clear the way to victory. I'm going crazy. Like, I've honestly lost my mind at this point. I don't know why I invest so much in this team that gives me absolutely nothing in return. Except for one playoff appearance in 2018 where we lose on a double doink. The last playoff appearance we had before that was 2010. Takes us that long for one playoff appearance, and then we had to go through this. We start off the season 5-1. Now we're 5-5. We dropped the last 4 in a row. Gosh, man. Who did we lose to before the Saints? Oh yeah, the Rams. That was a great game. That was another Monday night game that we played great on. Why don't they just schedule all our games on Monday so we can play this great every single game of the year? I feel like I just need to send up a prayer or something for mental relief, because this is getting terrible. Like, this is getting really, really bad. Like, how are we 5-5 is beyond me. But the fact that you are an NFL football team, an NFL caliber football team with an elite defense, and this is the performance you put out on the field. I think that we had 14 yards in the second half or something like that. How are you supposed to win a ball game like that? Especially when you're losing at halftime. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Do we want to sing Bear Down or something? Do we want to remember the good days where the Bears were good? Do you guys want to reminisce with me or something? Like, I don't know what to tell you guys, because these Chicago Bears are not the 85 Bears. I wasn't alive back then. I've never really seen the Bears be a good team. I don't even know if I'll ever see the Bears win a Super Bowl by this point. I feel like I just want to sit here in silence. I just want to rant. I don't know how to finish this. Like, what am I going to say? Oh, we got them next week. We're on a bye week next week, and we're going to come back. And I think we play the Packers Sunday night right after that. That's going to be a great game. We're going to go in there. We're going to go into Lambeau, and we're probably going to win the game. I want to be optimistic, but I can't. I just can't, guys. I'm sorry. The Packers are winning the division, and if we can't score more than 20 points in a game, we're going to lose every single game for the rest of the season. Our special team scored more points than our offense, for goodness sake. And no one seems to, like... Does someone seem like there's a problem? Cordero Patterson ties the NFL record for most return TDs with 8. Good for him. I don't know what to do at quarterback. It looks like we're going to have Bray at quarterback next week because Trubisky's hurt. Foles is now hurt. Or this is in 2 weeks. Depends how the speedy recovery goes. We are in for a long... I wish we didn't win those games at the beginning of the season, because if we didn't, you know where we'd be? We'd be tanking for Trevor or Justin Fields right now. We'd be right with the Jets. And we'd be turning this franchise around. But you know where we are? We're 5-5. We're going to be middle of the pack. Maybe get a 16th round pick. Let's pray that a guy like Mac Jones or Kyle Trask or someone like that falls to us. And draft all offensive line. They actually didn't play that bad today. I don't even need a rant about the offensive line. Quarterback. We need new offensive line. We need a new offense. We need new everything. Move the Bears out of Chicago if that's what it takes. Move them to Springfield, Illinois for all I care. Be the Springfield Bears. As long as the curse of being the Chicago Bears and just playing terrible is gone. If I can watch my favorite team play good, I don't care where they're playing. I don't care what their team name is. Change your name to the Springfield football team. If you play good, I'm not going to complain. Why is this jersey so hard to put on every single Sunday or Monday or Thursday or whatever day it is? It doesn't matter. The Bears play the same game of football every single week. There's nothing we can do about it. So that's my rant. That's my little therapeutic session for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching this video. I appreciate it. Bears football is tough to watch, but Bears fans, what we got to do right now is stay strong. Amidst all this, we got it. Let's just keep praying and hoping. Thank you for watching and come back next time.